Our top story tonight, 2 people died in a plane crash in Suffolk this afternoon. State police say the experimental plane repeatedly tried to land at the Suffolk Executive Airport, but instead it crashed into a nearby field. The pilot and his only passenger died on impact. Tonight, investigators are sifting through that debris, and 10 on your side's Lauren Compton has more on the investigation. Lauren?
And it could be months before we know what caused this crash. Tonight, though, we heard from someone who saw the plane go down and rushed to help, only to find a devastating scene. Behind these bushes and yellow tape, Johnny Sherrard saw something he wishes he could erase.
You carry the scene of what you've seen the rest of your life, you know. You'll never forget it.
He's talking about this single-engine plane now mangled and destroyed, a plane he saw plummet to the ground.
As I was traveling northbound on Carolina Road, I saw a plane that was kind of coming across, and as it was approaching across, all of a sudden it kind of went into a nosedive, then it went into a spiral, and then all of a sudden it was just gone.
Not knowing what he would see or hear, Sherrod rushed to the damaged plane.
Jumped out and I ran across and jumped the ditch, which is behind me. And the next thing I know, man, hey, you go over there and you see 2 people that's just there inside of the plane, you know.
Worst yet, he saw the 2 men inside motionless, one leaning on the other.
It's real devastating to know that, you know, when you actually see the actual people, that's, you know there's probably nothing you can do for them. You know, and it was nothing I could do for them.
State police say the pair crashed their experimental airplane less than a mile from the Suffolk Executive Airport. The airport manager, Kent Marshall, says the men flew in with 2 other planes this afternoon for the Suffolk Festival of Flight, but they were not participants in the air show. Later, the pair went out for a leisurely fly. On their way back, they attempted to land several times before crashing in this field.
It's weird something like that happening like this close to home, you know? Just gives you the jitters.
State police say the plane was registered to someone in Davidsonville, Maryland. For Sherrod, he says this is yet another reminder of how precious life is.
Just remember, every morning you wake up, you never know how the day is going to end. So try to live it the best you can and live it to the fullest.
Investigators are working to positively identify the victims and notify their next of kin. Tomorrow, Festival of Flight continues. That's the event the crash victims were in town for. There will be an air show amongst other events.